have a kiss with on
So
camera.
there's, okay, you want to, can I blow your mind with something? Maybe
Please
I've told
do
you this
so.
once before. I remember when you, because we were cast like around the same time.
Yeah.
Right after I was cast, I got this scene in my room. They asked me to read for the Marco auditions. And it was a scene like this kind of love story between, I swear to God, between Craig and Marco. Like they were kind of flirting.
I knew it!
I swear to God. And so then I was like, when are we, I was like, is Craig
What?
gonna be gay? Oh, okay. When are we shooting? And they're like, oh, just throw that in the trash. Disregard it.
So they wrote that at one point?
Never spoke about it again.
Shut up. I knew it. I knew when we kissed in that scene later on that there was history there.
Isn't that funny?
That's hysterical.
So I think there could have been, I think they were toying with making like our characters like a love interest, and then they just dropped it.
When in doubt, kiss Craig.
When in doubt, kiss Craig.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
That's it. Just...
but those are words that I still live by, when in doubt, kiss Craig.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't,
You know, frankly.
Yes. Well, I gotta be honest with you. A lot of kind of like girls wish, when in doubt they could have kissed you, You're a bit like of a heartthrob of our time. Like it was. You were like
I don't even know how to respond to that.
I know. I know it's going to make you uncomfortable. Which
it is going to make me uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
But I guess it's a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, but like you were like, but it was like, how about this? It's easier this way. Craig was like the
the character.
right?
Yeah. It was like a kind of a badass thing going on. He was a little like wounded, delicate bird, like trying to find his way in the world.
He was very wounded. And I mean, I guess that kind of answers my question a bit. But like, did you feel weird by all the attention of being like the Degrassi main man? Like that, like heartthrob man.
Yeah.
Like, did you get a lot of attention from girls?
Because I didn't go to the special high school that a lot of people in the show went to.
Yeah.
You went to, which was awesome.
Went to, like,
I went to a normal school.
Me too.
So, like, I remember after Craig impregnated Manny, which happened on the show, people threw condoms at me.
What?
The day after the episode aired.
Like
Nowadays, I'm like, that's amazing. People thought it was real. People like connected with it to the point
that they chucked condoms.
Yeah,
at you.
but at the time, when I was like 17 years old, I did not. It was like bullying. Like
Yeah,
I did not like that
it's-
attention at all. Like I didn't know how to deal with it.
Okay, so let's just look at Craig for a sec, because like he had like a lot of stuff. I remember looking back.
Yeah.
Like you had the abortion thing, which was huge with Manny. Like that was a really big deal.
A lot of issues. Yeah, the abortion thing was a really big deal. Craig was abused by his father.
Abused by his father, which was your first episode.
Very first episode. He was diagnosed bipolar.
Yes.
He was like cheating on girls. He had dabbled in cocaine at one point.
You were.
There's a lot.
Because you
There's
were
a lot
like
of
at
issues.
Lux. Why do you think someone like Craig never found his footing? Like, what was his jam? And like you as an actor, how did you keep like putting that energy into that character?
I remember Stefan, Snake, Stefan.
Good old Snake, Mr. Simpson.
Mr. Simpson, telling me that, because he started like writing for the show and directing the show, and I remember he telling me when we were shooting the cocaine episodes, I was like, geez, they keep like throwing these intense storylines at me, and he's like, well, it's because you can do these bad things but remain likable, so we stay with you.
Interesting.
And I remember being like just as an actor, I mean, whatever, it's kind of funny to talk about, but as an actor, I was like, right, that's why they would keep throwing things at me, and I would.
And you don't like see it at the time until someone says it, back to you.
Yeah, and I didn't want, like, I connected with Craig so much. I didn't want him to be like a bad person. I wanted him to be like a good person. So I kept like trying to make him a good person. They kept like making him a worse person and a worse person.
But maybe it was like those two energies against each other.
He's human. Come on, it's human. In high school, like, but yeah, he had like the dude had this troubled past. Yeah. He'd like lost a parent. He had an abusive father. He was bipolar.
He
like
later lost his father as well.
Lost his father.
So he lost both of them.
He was an orphan living with had this weird relationship with his stepdad. Like, there's bound to be a lot of.
Was it cool shooting with, Pat Mastroianni and Joey Jeremiah? Like, that's like the beginning, kind of. Like, to have that, like you had, you were able to be with the original cast, which I thought was always so cool.
Yeah,
like,
that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, he was awesome. when I auditioned, I didn't know who he was. And I remember everyone was like, oh, like they were so nervous around him because he was Joey Jeremiah. I'd never seen the show before. And he was like, dude, you want to go run lines with me?
Yeah. My favorite scene working with Joey Jeremiah, when you dress up as Sid Vicious in season 2 for the 80s dance, and he gives you the fedora.
Oh, he gives you the fedora.
And a lot of people thought I stole that look, because another little Italian with the
fedora. You were the one,
but
right.
I brought it back. I approached it.
You brought it back in your own way, absolutely.
Yeah. Quick trivia, it's really easy. What was the name of our band?
Downtown Sasquatch.
Killed it.
No problem.
Every time, Jake. Honestly, great to see you, buddy.
You too, man.
Quick, I have to ask one more really quick. Was it great just seeing everybody today? Is it weird?
It's so weird. What's funny is everyone's acting like it's kind of a test because we're being asked a lot of questions. But everyone's like, "What do they ask you about the show? Do you remember in the 4th season? What happened? What happened?" Like, as they're going in
how'd you
room.
do in there? You gotta give me a cheat sheet.
I know.
That's hysterical. But I heard you killed it. Did very well.
Somehow I remember all these things.
You're gonna do way better than me. I'm about to go in right now.
Good luck.
I'm gonna die.
No.
What was my character's name? What am I?
What
was you?
Dead rough.
Amazing. All right. Good.